Hello everyone, and welcome to the Scientist Legend Stealth Guide. For this mission, you're going to need to be a thief, and also bring a lockpick. The first thing you need to do is get inside by lockpicking any of the doors. This is pretty simple, but it's important that you only open one door, and that you use the same door every time. If you open several doors, then NPCs from the outside will be able to go inside, which really complicates things and should be avoided. Once you're inside, just lockpick the basement door. If someone starts attacking you, then stop lockpicking, hide behind a wall, and try again once the NPC goes away. If you're almost done lockpicking when you start being detected, then it makes sense to just keep going and go inside. But otherwise, I suggest you play it safe or else the suspicion meter might fill up entirely. You don't have to do anything in the basement yet, but you do have to go inside. For this next part, there's 3 different methods, and I'll get into all of them later. One method is to just wait for Jackdaw to find the second in command. This takes about 5 minutes, and while you're waiting, you can do whatever you want. You can walk around, go AFK, play on your phone, or best of all, watch some entry point memes. Eventually, Jackdaw will find the second in command, and you need to take them out. It's never a good idea to take out operatives in plain sight. Instead, there's a few specific spots where it's safe to take them out. The correct NPC will have a marker over their head, but you have to select the breaking and entering objective. It's important to note that you shouldn't take out anyone other than this NPC, at least for this step. If you take out too many operatives, then the control room will eventually notice and raise the alarm. In this spot, you can do a lure which doesn't require answering a radio. Shoot the wall so the NPC turns and looks at you, but hide behind cover as soon as the suspicion meter reaches 2 bars. Keep shooting the wall so the operative doesn't go away, but as you're doing this, open the door toward the outside. Get to a position where you can see the operative, but they can't detect you. Keep shooting the wall until you see that they don't have a radio. Knock them out, bag the body, and take the keycard. The timing of this method depends on RNG. Sometimes the radio goes away almost instantly, and other times it can take quite a while. I had to use a separate recording for that step because the method in the main recording was kind of glitchy, but anyway, the next step is to get past the blast door. This is really simple, just go to the basement and use the keycard on the door. Go in, sprint, and take out the operative. For the next step, you need to have a screwdriver. The screwdriver and the wire cutters can spawn in 1 out of 4 different locations. Also, the control room has 2 possible entrances depending on RNG. Anyway, after you open the panel with the screwdriver, you need to wait for Rivera to give you instructions, and then rewire the panel. If anyone starts detecting you while you're interacting, then I suggest you jump down to the first floor to avoid detection. This should work for both panel locations. This next part isn't actually that hard, but it's really easy to mess up if you're not careful. The goal is to wait until one of the operatives inside can't be seen by either of the other 2. Once this happens, take out the operative that's out of sight, then sprint and take out the other 2 as quickly as possible. If you don't care about the no kills bonus, then feel free to skip the waiting and just shoot all of them. There's a total of 4 operatives outside and 4 operatives inside, including Falcon. However, in this run, there's only 3 operatives left inside since the second in command went down. Regardless of where the second in command was, I would always suggest taking out everyone in the inside first. This spot is mostly safe, but before taking out anyone here, look around to make sure there isn't anyone nearby or underway to this area. You have to be fast and bag the body as soon as possible. This is a repeat of the lure used earlier in the video. Again, just keep shooting until the radio disappears. You'll also want to open the door toward the outside, but due to the randomness of ragdoll physics, the body might stick out a little bit. Once there's only one person left on the inside, it doesn't matter where you take them out, so long as it's not visible from the outside. This spot is mostly safe, but there is a small chance that the body will fall forward and be seen from the outside. One method that wasn't used in this run, but which is useful for the inside, is this network box. Note that this method might not work if the door leading to the outside is unlocked. Wait in this corner, and when the operative finally comes in, hide behind the washing machine and start shooting once they reach the network box. Then, just keep shooting until the radio disappears, and you can take them out. This is overall one of the safest lures because no one naturally enters this room, so no one else is going to walk in and see the body. Once the inside is down, you have to take out everyone on the outside. This spot is one of the better ones, but it's not entirely safe. If you're going to take out in this spot, then look around and make sure there isn't anyone walking toward the garage. As always, bag the body as soon as possible and hide it out of sight. The garage has a chest, which is really convenient. This next spot is decent, but there's a risk that someone will see the body from outside the garage. Thus, you have to make sure there aren't any operatives who are anywhere near a spot where the entrance of the garage is visible. Once there's only 2 operatives left, it doesn't matter where you take them out, so long as they aren't in visual range of each other. Anyway, this spot is definitely the safest in the entire map, but again, you don't necessarily have to use a safe spot at this point. Once there's just one person left, all you have to do is take them out anywhere, and that's the end of the mission. Several operatives, including Falcon, have a cycle where they spend 15 seconds on the radio and then between 40 and 45 seconds off the radio. If anyone is on the radio at the same time as Falcon, then they must be the second in command. I suggest that you follow Falcon until he gets on his radio. As soon as he does, run around the inside and check whether each operative has a radio. If they don't have a radio, then they are not the second in command. However, you only have 15 seconds. This operative doesn't have a radio, so it's not them. I suggest you remember the appearance of anyone you know isn't the second in command, just so you know which operatives still need to be checked. This operative has no radio, so it's not them either. Neither does this operative. And that's the end of the 15 seconds. If you didn't get to everyone in time, then that's okay. Just go back to following Falcon and he should get on his radio again after about 40 seconds. In this run, it's not anyone on the inside, so it has to be someone on the outside. Keep following Falcon, and as soon as he gets a radio, run outside and check for as many operatives as possible. Although you have to be fast, you should also take advantage of cover to avoid detection. Anyway, this operative at the back has the radio, so they must be the second in command. This method requires you to shoot someone, which means that you sacrifice the no kills bonus and can't get the golden badge. However, it's also a lot faster and easier. Use the screwdriver to open the vent, and then use a suppressed gun to shoot the operative guarding Rivera. Then, just pass the screwdriver and the wire cutters through the vent. Also, if you already lost the no kills bonus anyway, then you might as well take advantage of shooting for the rest of the mission. For instance, in the very last step, you can simply run around the map and shoot every operative in sight. Anyway, in order to celebrate hitting 3,000 subscribers, I'm doing a Q&A video where I answer questions from fans. However, I'll stop accepting questions 24 hours after this video's release. If you want your question to be answered in the next video, or if you just want a place to hang out, then make sure to join my Discord server. I'll see you guys next time.